kukosana na wewe, sikutarajia kuwa mbali na wewe, umeniacha babaya.
No one alikuwa ready kumwambia it's okay not to be okay. Hata wenzake wako iko around, yet the only thing alikuwa anataka ni encounter kai yule soldier pale Gethsemane.
I'm actively involved in the Kenyan book space, promoting Kenyan works.
Rooting rich and reckless. You raise the price of love. You borrow from the superpower. You build me roads and a highway, while in hunger I lay. It is I who fills your bar. It is I who fuels your car. You use me as your monetary socket. Who is serving who? Mister, you know who should serve, you don't know who, but it seems like they had it all wrong from the start. So let me drink up to my death's brink, and don't stop me when I sway and say things I shouldn't say. Mr. President, as of now, I just can't. I'm so tired of your antics, your leadership rigs. Thank you. Let's go.
My name is Lexa Lubanga.
Lexa, nimekutafuta sana, and especially kwa Tana. Thank you for coming in for the Turn Up the Mic.
Thank you for having me.
Describe yourself.
That's a good question. At the same time, it's a hard question describing myself, but in a few words, I am a literature enthusiast. Concerning to this event of today, poetry event, I love books. I love interacting with people in the literary world. So poetry, books, any form of art. And I also support Kenyan literature. I'm actively involved in the Kenyan book space, promoting Kenyan works. And I also read and write sometimes. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Hapo kwa read, how many books have you read this year? This being the second last day, how many books have you read this year?
I lost count, to be honest. I started this year with, like reading 3 books a week, but then I got swamped with schoolwork, and then I lost count because, I also have to read course books, set books, because I do literature. I've actually finished, so I got caught up, I got swamped, but I don't know, I think I've read, 60, I don't know, I read a lot, so maybe I've even read less than that or more than that, yeah.
Okay, what would you, what's your take on this event? How would you describe it, according to you? First of all, let's say how will you describe it?
Being the second edition, I'm actually proud of the organizers. It's really a great initiative, especially bringing it to Bungoma, where not so many people love poetry or go to such events, or even they've never been any event of this kind in Bungoma. So it's really a commendable initiative. And for today, I really love the turnout, and especially the kind of people attending. At least they're young, and this kind of initiative nurtures them to be even poets or write or be creatives in any other field. Yes.
How would you rate the event out of 10, this second edition?
How I can rate it? It's out of 10. Good question, hard question. I don't want to be biased.
No. Like it's not biasness or something. You're not looking at any. Usiangalie huyo event organizer.
Okay, I'm not.
Don't look behind the scenes. Just rate it like honestly and
to be honest. I love the ambience. I love the music. I love the loudness, and I love the turnout. But I think there's a lot to be done. I'll give it a 5. Because I know there's still more to be done.
What do you feel needs to be done to make it like maybe to the level whereby poets, talents will be nurtured and not like everyone feel like everyone will feel like they have a share in this event?
Okay, I think there should be more monetization and letting people know about what poetry is. Be educated of what poetry is. Then when you come to an event, it is more relevant to you, because now people don't know the relevance of poetry, spoken word poetry. People just thinking that people are coming here to just talk words, and they don't appreciate it as a form of art, which is actually very true compared to other forms of art like books, authorship, or other forms of art like singing or dancing. People appreciate them more compared to poetry. So I think here in Bungoma, people should be educated about it, or at least poets should put themselves out there, get an audience for themselves, gauge more audience for themselves. Then thereafter, I think poetry will be just a normal thing here in Bungoma compared to the big city.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Ebu ndio event organizers kitu before we finish.
Nimwambie. Thank you so much for organizing. I'll always support you, and I'm sure the third edition will be much better. Yeah.
Kukosana na wewe sikutarajia, kuwa mbali na wewe akimeniacha babaya, kutengana na wewe imenibadilisha sana, nimetamani nilewe akina kunywana sasa matambia nini watu rejina, haya mapenzi yalinoga na kumbuka tulipeana majina, leo baby kesho tomato mitandao ikaleta fitina, ukawa uambiliki na mikichwa changu na kikavimbo, nikawa sisemezeki, inauma lakini tazoea, inauma lakini tazoea, hali ya mwanaume duniani ni kuzoea, hali ya binadamu duniani ni kuzoea, tunashindwa. Desi tulikamata hadi usiku wa manane, kesi tukakubali tutapenda na milele. Nyimbo tulizopenda zanikumbusha wewe. Kamisi na baka watu manusaga ndoni safi. Sambia nini watu rejito, haya mapenzi yalinoga na kumbuka tukilabata na bia. Pate rasa pate shetani nani alitu
kutembeza kiatu. Unanipritaji ka dog na pia umeumbwa. Sizi issues ziko uchi ndio na address. Walimisha nikipita na gari yake na kumwagia matope. Forget mkimpigia kura haukuwa mad. Si vibaya kusema ulimi yako ilikuwa zaidi ya kisu. Si ulitupanga. Na mpaka leo ni blackout chenye uliagiza. Na nikoshua kama haungetufuru leo hii haungeja. Si last word yake ilikuwa ni amini. Kumbe he was serious, nowadays I mean. The election The election, tumbo yangu ilikuwa flat, meaning that yangu ili sacrifice ili awe na kitambo. Si leader mzuri ni yule anachea shida za mwananchi kwa meza, na si ati akipewa pesa za maendeleo na meza. Nasikia kwa bunge topic ni venye vijana wana medi. Change that topic. Change that topic kwa ni nani ndio mapedi? Utaprovaje vijana ni watumizwa sigara na wewe nyuma ndio unatuvuta? Ni poa kusema vijana wameharibikiwa na madawa, lakini usisahau pia upande wa maendeleo umedrag. Mheshimiwa, hapana ingiza baridi juu jukumu langu ni habari kukupasha. Tangu nizaliwe sijaiona karao ameurinate kwa nguo, na since morning till evening late kwa barabara amepewa chai. Promises zao ni beauty but zinatupul. Mademu wa size 8 wanachora 7 ndio wameendeleza wa B8. Na hata kama mtanichoma na makaa, niko ever ready paka power ya God itashuka ma designer corruption na itapanda. So ite bunge bedroom venye kwa wanalala ala wana generate budget forgetting kuna msaweza for data gadget. Si kijana pia wamekuwa eneo venye wana mess. Insecurity imekuwa haya, hadi kwenda kwa choo lazima kuwe na maafisa wa polisi. Na sekta ya uchumi si mboga, ndio maana mwananchi ajaunga. Hata ukwe haya, wage break law, unasikiza sana tension, hauko conscious penye right yako ina left. Na politicians simu zao ziko ever busy dancing juu kipiga zinakatika. Na sometimes utadani wako kwa motorcycle juu kipiga kwa yako hawapik. Kama mwananchi anafaa kupata stakeholder, mbona anadisukuma wiki daily? Sitabidi nijifunze kudai kusigaba inafanya vitu chini ya maji. Na kanzondo wanajua venye si ukimbia hii town, nao ndio wana run this town. Tukicheki magari zao tunashout mheshimiwa tujengeza sugar cane. Siana prefer haya iwe bungalow juu ama zoea bunge. Na mimi ni kama Mr. Speaker, mwenye haki yangu sitastop kuku order. So unaweza niita ghetto prophet the poet. Na mademo kuja more lines na usikose kusubscribe hii piece.
PTA bila woga, lessons need pets. I'll buy some boxes you can share with me. Watch your kubizi tishimami. Kifungo kutowe kopisi zubai kwade. Vitungu tutone ngozi uchi ujanesh. Si Valentine's ni kweke akasawe kwa TV. Lazima uelewe ni fasihi. Kesho yetu sifananishe na jana. Nami na wewe hazitoshani ubana. Uchumi mbaya but I'll spend my 2 days with you. Yeah, kuna guarantee. Tapita wangu kabla utina maulana. You're my rose but I'll still give you your flowers. Nitakupenda sahi, na kasi sahi, ni sahi. Tapita wangu kabla utina maulana. You're my rose but I'll still give you your flowers. Nitakupenda sahi, na kasi sahi, ni sahi.
It's okay not to feel okay, they say. But I'm tired. Tired of hiding these feelings inside my heart. Tired of hiding these tears that flow from my eyes. I'm tired of trying to please my fans, yet deep down my heart I'm hurting. I'm not just hurting, but burning as flames of a gas. Lord, why do you keep on loving me when I cannot even love myself? Giving me a second chance when I think it's over. I remember that day as a young boy, I went to church and I knew I needed God in my life. See, But the life we've been living has been a life that has not reflected your presence. Preaching Jesus on Sunday and middle fingers on Monday has been my vocabulary. A boy, I'm a lost boy, but not in Wonderland, but a lost boy in my head. Dear God, I'm the same boy nearly delete the Bible app in my phone just to make space for FB. I'm the same boy who came back on your knees on the 31st of every...
Not always modest. Those are the things my father never told me because his father before him, my grandfather, taught him how to raise a man. But it is not enough to be raised by a man. It is enough to be raised to be man enough. You see, my grandfather says a man is strong. A man never sheds a tear. A man is full of muscles and can always take a punch. But what happens when the punch hits the heart? What happens when the punch hurts? Do I speak my mind or do I mind what I speak? So nisikize this one time nikupe story from the horse's mouth. Kevo alianza na mapills na syringes. Narcotics zikamuingiza njeve. Daily ungempata tu na koti. Soba kwake haiko kwa vocabulary. Not unless unaongelea situation yake. Ilikuwa so bad. Depression ikamdefine na kakuwa distant. No one alikuwa ready kumwambia it's okay not to be okay. Hata wenzake hawako iko around yet. The only thing alikuwa anataka ni encounter kai yule soldier pale Gethsemane. Alikuwa anataka kupewa sikio. Sikevo alibelieve amekuwa failure all his life until akakuja akapass a moment of silence. Alipass drug test. Alibelieve speaking his mind for 7 days will not make him weak. Aliamua ku reach out hata kama ni wachache watamsikiza. Si society imegeuka kuwa sikio la kufa na sauti ya mwanaume ndio the beat na sauti ya mwanaume ndio the beat appeal. So next time nikijibonga, please try unisikize. I'm Raf the Poet.
Oh, Raf the Poet.
So guys, meet the brains behind Turn Up the Mic. Maybe you can just introduce yourself.
My name is Godson Isaiah Murunga.
My name is Sami Wanjala.
So Godson, Nimona, by the you had a great performance. It was great. Maybe you can just tell us what you do.
I personally, when I get a Godson, I perform poetry that talks about God or is inspired by something yenye mtu amefanyiwa about na God, unaona. So I stick to talking about God, His greatness, His goodness, and things that He just does huko nje.
Sami Wanjala.
Today I've been up and down running, trying to make sure everything is good, and I've enjoyed the event despite the fact that nimekuwa nikizunguka to make sure everything is fine. So yeah.
How do you rate the event? This is the second edition, senior. How do you rate the event, Tuanze na Wanjala?
So far so good. I think it's a process and we are learning day by day. So I think the numbers have been good today, and despite the fact that it has been good, pia kuna some things hazijakuwa vile vizuri.
Before tufike hapo, out of 10, how do you rate the event, this second edition, Turn Up the Mic?
Today I'll give it 6.
6.
Yeah.
Event organizer anapea event 6. Okay, so it didn't meet your expectations.
Yeah, sure. It didn't meet my expectations. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it, Godson. What are some of the challenges that is making you and your partner to rate the event up?
Okay, in Bungoma first, events aren't top-notch bado, but we just expect like the audience that comes, you know, yes, we might try to assume that the audience appreciated it, but we just see how people are and how they're reacting to our punchlines and what. And so like we want to try and market in a way that people who come to our event are people who will really appreciate what we are doing, and they'll want to come even next time. Yeah, then challenges, other challenges, sijui, like siko sure.
Wanjala, do you have any other challenges you feel good?
Apart from that, people knowing more about poetry, people don't appreciate the art. I think that's also another problem, appreciating the art. Utapata mtu anakuja hapo venye amesema mtu appreciate hivyo. So I think despite the fact that ni hivyo tu.
Na vile mmerate event 6. Okay, what should we expect in our next edition?
The next edition, we want to do something different. We want to go back, like we'll be doing a take me back thing, like we're going back to where we started, but then we'll improve it kidogo, but then we'll make sure that the venue suits poetry, the audience suits poetry, the marketing suits poetry, and I think it will be fun and great.
Sawa. Wanjala, share your social media pages in case maze we are really waiting. Metuambia it's going to be So you can share social media.
I think Godson should do that.
On social media.
On Instagram, poetry room _039. On YouTube, poetry room _039.
Parting shot.
Parting shot. So mine is just to tell people to come to our events and appreciate and try to appreciate poetry, because poetry is something. Poetry is life, and life is poetry. So they go hand in hand.
Thank you. Adios.